Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, hello, everyone.
Hi, everyone. This is Kiana. She was on the other day.
Hello, when we were on super late.
Kiana, how are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. I feel like now and it's like Sunday morning. I'm super calm. Everything's really cool. The other night we were on, we have been drinking all day. We had so much fun. Everything's really cool. The other night we were on.
I'm checking YouTube to make sure we're being heard correctly. So
Gotcha.
another night we were on, and what happened?
We had a whole busy day. We had so much fun, but we have been out. We had a good dinner. We have been drinking. We were like living the life.
We lost the whole car.
We lost the whole car. Some way we lost the car. We found the car. We came back, kept drinking. Then we went on live. And people were up. People were up. It was like 3 a.m.
We didn't start till 3.
Yeah, right. It was like 3 a.m. and I thought for sure. I mean, I know people watch from all over, but some of the
now
were there. Like everyone was there, like up, like hey,
ready to participate. I mean, it's so much fun to do this. So.
Yeah, it is. It was a lot of fun. It had been like a long time. I don't know. We did it before, like a couple of years ago, maybe during COVID.
I don't think everyone remembers, but we did rocks. We colored rocks together.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Right.
We did some manifestation. We did some rocks. We did some tapping.
Oh,
yeah, we talked about.
I love
tapping.
I love tapping. Tapping is my favorite thing to do when you're stressed. I love that. Yeah. That's when we were all, including me, in our learning phases of the metaphysical world.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, of course, we're always learning, thank God. Like, never give up learning. But we were all learning something new, and then we're like, let's put it on video. Let's do it. It's so much fun.
Yeah, we were all learning. We were all going through COVID together. We were all like just trying to like navigate COVID together. Like what, how do we navigate this, metaphysically, spiritually? Like, what is this telling us?
Everything. And it was like, I don't know. It was nice to be like, we weren't alone. We weren't alone. And like during the COVID, like it kind of went by really fast for us. Oh, by the way, everyone, one day Kiana saw the movie Juanita.
Yes, I did.
And Kiana said, Tracy, you're Juanita. And I'm thinking, whatever.
I called that like I was like, oh my God, you're Juanita.
You're Juanita. And I was like, so I like, whatever, Kiana. Like, go. I've now made the decision to vacation for a month in St. Croix. And before I left around May, because I didn't leave till June, I watched Juanita. And I knew right away. It's like, oh shit, I'm not coming back. I knew it. I said, I'm not coming back.
For you, and we were like, oh my gosh, like, we see this, we see that. Like, it was so good.
Yeah. But in any case, you called the whole Juanita thing.
I
That was
saw
like
it. I like ASAP.
so,
I was like, oh my
and
god.
I love it. I love it. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so
So
we have some situations. I don't know who is watching Love is Blind. Now, I'm going to tell you, I got as far as uh, Izzy.
I wish she would have finished it. Yeah.
Well, I got Izzy's wedding.
Okay.
So I'm going to finish it today. So the series is done.
Good. The reunion is tonight at 8.
Yeah, I don't have TV set up like that. So I hope they show it on streaming live.
On Netflix. You
Oh,
have Netflix.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, oh, okay.
Yeah, you have Netflix.
On other channels, it's always like the day after. So I get like, oh, I'm always
No,
so
this is
far
Netflix.
behind.
Yeah, so you'll
So
be
the
able to watch
reunion
it.
tonight. So I'll finish the series today. The reunion's tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go through the couples. But before we do that, let's say hi to everyone.
All
So
right.
Rhonda is here.
Yeah.
Hi, Rhonda.
Hi,
Hi, Chantel.
Rhonda. My mom's name
Um,
is Rhonda.
oh, is that your mom's name?
Uh-huh. And
Hey,
she
Colton. I
loved
love your
watching us
mom.
at night too. She wanted to stay up.
I love your mom. She seems like she's a pickle. Is it true?
Yes, she wanted to stay up. She's like, oh, I want to see what's going on. She was entertained.
Jenny G. Hi.
Hi, Jenny G.
John Tell says the two queens are on.
Hey,
Yes.
Jontel.
Queens are here. The queens are here. All
Colton.
right. Okay, so let's go through the couples. So how
Okay.
do you want to do this? Do you want to go through the couples that didn't make it on the show fully but should have been on the show?
All right, let's talk about the couples. I have to go back in my memory. So first things first is we see who's the first couple. You want to go through the couples that didn't make it first?
Yes.
Okay. So
And that
go.
Uche
Uche.
and Aaliyah.
Mm.
Now,
Mm.
here's what I'm getting from Uche. What a controlling little bitch.
Mm-hmm.
What a controlling little bitch.
Narcissist.
Narcissist. Mind fucking.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what?
Conniving.
Like, seriously?
Mm-hmm.
You're going to make her feel bad because she honestly admitted she cheated?
Which you asked.
Then
right?
don't ask if you don't want to know. What the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck? I'm trying not to curse. What the fuck is wrong with you? And like to make it seem like she was so bad.
Mm-hmm.
But then we heard through Lydia that he cheated on her.
He cheated on her. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She's like, go ahead.
I just think that
I talk a lot. You just got to get in there with me.
Yeah, I think that he like stepped in. He gave Lydia a bad rep from the very beginning.
Yeah.
You know, he was so busy like collecting receipts, right? Like establishing a motive, establishing like all of these, things to like put the blame on her. But the whole time he is like the evil villain. He was the evil villain in this case.
But it didn't make sense, right? Like,
Well,
first of all, if someone is looking at your Instagrams, think about it.
listen, I don't know about you, but I've had a lot of relationships.
Okay.
And especially with the ones that tell you one thing and it's another.
Oh,
The
yes.
ones that gaslight you.
Oh, yes.
The ones that say, oh my God, I would not be with anyone else but you, blah, 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 blah. Meanwhile, they're not answering their phone at 7,
Yes.
8, 9 o'clock. right?
Mm.
Like if you're having sexual relations, or you have a relationship with someone, right, and they're telling you one thing, what do women do? They check it out.
You have to.
You have to.
I
You know,
don't know what. I don't know why that isn't normal.
you remember when I don't know if you remember, but IG used to have like the people you like the videos that you like, and you could see who you were following, who the videos that they liked.
Didn't they take that off?
They took it off, but we could still check and see who's your friends. That's the first thing women do. Who's your friends?
I do that. Can I do that? I do that with my female friends.
You do it with whoever you
Because
want to.
with some of my female friends, if you're following someone that I literally told you I hate, I'm gonna question everything.
All the time.
I'm gonna be like, listen, I'm not judging you, but I noticed that you're following so and
I
so.
don't understand how you guys are friends when I told you that,
I told you that bitch tried to kill me, but I'm gonna let you have this, and you've been warned. Because I don't care. I'm gonna do it with my female friends. I'm gonna do it with my male friends.
Yeah.
Out here, IG isn't all that big. Facebook is bigger.
Mm-hmm.
People love Facebook out here, but I'm gonna check you out.
Yep. Yep.
The other thing is that I don't want a bitch coming for me.
Right. Right. Right.
So I'm not gonna be the innocent one, and you got a whole thing going on. No, I want to be fully aware.
That's the whole point of social media. Like, if you're in a relationship, social media is a big deal. Who you're watching, what you're doing, who you're following. That is a big
And it's
deal.
normal. It's
normal, especially if you're telling me one thing.
Right. So, cut to Uche saying she's
stalking me.
But she wasn't stalking him. If she was looking at his profile and then looking at his friends, again, this is normal behavior in IG world.
I think so.
In social media world. If you're going to be clean, be clean. If you can't be clean,
then this is what you get.
Don't give me your account. You better make your account private if you can't be clean.
And he wasn't completely honest. So he said that they had a relationship, that lasted like a couple of weeks. But what he wasn't being honest about is they were on and off for the last couple of years.
Huh?
You got to listen. They were on and off for the last couple of years. He was not being honest. So they had met a couple of years ago, but then the last time that they were together was in February before
like the show, 3 months before the show.
3 months before the show. But they had been on and off during that period. That entire time they were on and off, which is why she knew so much about him. She had relations with his friends.
And
he called it out. He said, you got to listen to what he's saying. He's like, oh, so if we're going to pretend and you're going to meet all my friends and pretend like you never met them. They had a full relationship.
Oh.
This was not like a date situation. I think that they were, maybe, booty call.
Trying to make, but no, it sounded more than a booty call, though. It really did. Because you don't meet your guy's friends on a booty call.
I think he misled Lydia. I think it was misleading. I think it was like, she was dating this guy, and he's telling her one thing, but he's presenting something else.
I also think, was there a cultural difference that he's not admitting to? Because African mamas would probably never accepted Lydia.
Okay, let's talk about
what education she has.
So
they left that out the picture, but I'm like, African moms are not down for this.
Did you see Miriam?
Who's that?
Miriam was
the one that was cussing him out in her African voice.
Her accent came out of nowhere. Yes,
That
because
accent came out full. I
she
was
was
like,
like,
she's
"Oh no, I know
African.
you." Yeah, she
That's the same thing I said. I was like, wait, she's African?
yes.
No.
Mm-hmm.
And when she stood up to lay him out,
Love is
her
Blind,
African voice
Veronica
came
or
out.
Rhonda. Love is Blind. That's what we're talking about. Love is Blind,
Yes, love
season
is blind.
5.
Her African voice came out and she rocked the episode. She
Mm-hmm.
rocked it.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Don't
Because she
let
said,
him
I
get
know
away
what
with
you're
this.
doing and you're not going to do it. She was like, you're not going to do it. You're not going to put it on, like the girls had Lydia's back. They were like,
Yeah.
no, that's not really what happened. It kind
Except
of
for
felt.
Johnny. Johnny got Johnny. I'm rooting for you, Johnny, but you
I
are just
was too. I know. I was too. But
at that moment. Johnny's like, I'm so confused. Like, Johnny, shut the fuck up. You got your problem. Shut the fuck up. You deal with you. I was like, this is crazy. Johnny, shut up.
Johnny, shut
I'm
up.
so confused.
I'm
I'm
so
so confused.
confused. He said this and she says this,
You
and
said this, and she said, and I said, and I was like, shut up,
and
Johnny.
Lydia's like, shut up, Johnny. Everybody says shut up, Johnny.
Everybody said, shut up, Johnny.
Everybody says shut up, Johnny.
I was done. I was like, I never want to see Johnny again.
Johnny was a little bit of a basket case. Right?
He was turning into serial killer in the same dorm, kind of, because it was kind of like, and I was like, Johnny, fix your face. Fix your face, young lady.
She couldn't fix her face. She was just like, the boyfriend's like, yo, Johnny, you okay? Like, Johnny's like, no, I'm not okay. She is falling apart on TV. She's just like, I'm not okay. There's nothing okay about me. Like, something is wrong. He's like, yo, chill out. She's like, that was so crazy.
I wish Chris the best.
He was such a sweet guy.
I love
He
Chris.
was so sweet, but he was a little naive, like the whole way through. Like,
Still,
just
right.
the whole way through.
Today. I can't wait for the reunion.
Right?
Because I'm like, Chris, come on. I mean, after watching it, like, come on, Chris, work with us. I don't want you guys to break up. I just need you to be fully aware that
who you're with.
Now that Izzy is single. Okay, that part. Oh wait, I hope I didn't give it away. I'm just saying that part.
I mean, you never know.
Johnny might show up again. Like,
she was ready, and like, what was that whole thing with Izzy and Johnny? And like, I just need you to know that you're sketchy. Like, come on, Izzy.
What? Where was Izzy going when he thought? It's not
Well,
the first
wait,
time he did
hold
that.
on, pause before we
something else. Okay, all right.
Pause before we get to Izzy.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Hi, John. Oh, I didn't. Oh, that's right. You said you were going to church first. Hi, Elijah. How are you?
Izzy. Are you guys watching Love is Blind? I hope so. The reunion is tonight. Oh, you should watch it, Rhonda. I mean, it's just something juicy to get into. It's something juicy to get into, Rhonda. You should really get into that. So we're on season 5. They're in Houston, and pretty much it's about these singles, and they get together and they date without seeing each other. So they're in these things called pods, and a pod is like a wall, and you just get to know each other emotionally before meeting that person, right? And then you choose to get engaged before you meet. Okay? Then you meet, you go on your honeymoon, and then choose if you would like to still continue to marry that person. That's what it's about. And it is just, you know, the first couple of episodes were like so good. Now they're getting kind of, everyone's in on it. So it is getting a little performative, but it's still really juicy. It's still really good. And it's still really shocking too. So I would say get into it because it's really good. And so anyway, Tracy just walked away, but I want to get into another couple too, because there are supposed to be, I think there's supposed to be like 5 couples, but all the couples didn't make it.
They were supposed to be anywhere between 5 and 4 couples.
Yeah.
We started out with 3. That's how bad the season was.
Right? Like it never even got to like 4 or 5.
Wait a second. The firefighter.
That's where I wanted to go before we got to Izzy. So the firefighter, JP. I didn't even know his name for the first like 2 episodes. I had no idea what his name was. I thought for sure, every time I saw him, he's in like dressed in an American flag. I'm like, oh my God, like there's this one meme, like wondering where our men were on January 6th. Like he for sure was at the Capitol. he for sure.
I called him an arsonist. I was texting her and I was like, JP. She goes, arsonist. I was like, oh my God.
I mean, didn't he look like it just got so weird? Like he just went like totally mute. Like he went mute. She's like, JP, oh, I love you. He's like,
and then when he went off the rails
with the makeup
about
thing,
about her makeup. But you know what? In a way, I do believe him because the first day they met, with the reveal through the doors, the first thing he said was, "Wow, your eyelashes look like puppy something," and I was like, "What?" A Negro said that to me first day I meet you.
Wasn't attracted to her. Even though she's a very attractive woman.
She's very attractive.
He was never attracted to her.
She wasn't attracted to him either.
No, but she was, women, I think, are always willing to try. Women are always willing to try.
She looked like an all-American girl.
She said
his goddamn type.
Right. I know, but that's what I wonder what his type is because it was not her. It was not her.
Was it Dolly Partonish? I didn't get it.
I'm just thinking, I don't know if, I mean, I hate to say it, but I'm just thinking of like to me, she looked like an all-American girl, like very pretty. They got along great in the pods, but when he saw her,
like the epitome of an all-American girl.
So I'm like, she
was Barbie, for Christ's sake.
That's what I thought, but like, was she too big for him? Too small for him?
But you know what? It did look like, at first I thought Taylor's chunky. That's the first thing I thought.
But she's really not, but
she wasn't.
Is she for him? Is she for him?
Oh, got it. Like, right? Stacey is skinny.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Like, her jeans, like, her ass disappears in jeans. Like, if I were Stacey, I would never wear jeans, ever.
Yeah.
But Stacey has a great body.
I was wondering why Stacey always had, like, her like midriff out. I was like, why is she always wearing these like shirts like this? But now I see why, because she can.
Don't be jealous. She can.
I was like, why is she always wearing that? And then I said, oh, she's a Pilates instructor. Okay.
Oh, wait. Side note. When she did that Pilates thing, I saw the boss in her. I was like, that's what I want to be.
Mm-hmm.
that's how I want to rise up on my
Mm-hmm.
job, right?
Mm-hmm.
And doing my job. I want to
Mm-hmm.
rise up like that.
Yeah.
Do it this way.
Mm-hmm.
Go left. Go. But she was the epitome of that type of boss
Yeah.
in that arena. I
Yeah.
don't know if she would be a great corporate boss, but in
I
that arena, I
feel
saw it.
so. This is what I was thinking with Stacy because she was listed as an operations manager. So I got it that she teaches Pilates on the side. That is her side job.
Oh, got it. Well, she does it like corporate then.
Miss Sheena said sometimes men have a type of men, and that could be it. We could be completely wrong because Taylor was not it for JP.
Sad. He's such a dick.
And she was just gorgeous, smart. Like, I love how she was so patient with him.
Loving, emotional,
Yeah.
sensitive, but
Even
none of it was
after,
psycho.
even
No,
after he like just pulled the makeup, she was like, okay, here we go.
she
Okay.
handled everything
She
so
handled
well.
it so well.
My only regret with Taylor, this is JP and Taylor, guys. My only regret with Taylor is that when she made the decision to break it off, two things. I'm glad she went into another room because she was not safe with him.
I was wondering, did she go into another room or was it another room like a living room? Like, did she actually leave?
Yeah, she left. She left the room with her 2 suitcases.
Oh, good girl.
Put her in another hotel room
Good.
because she really needed time to process. I'm thinking they would have had to give her a phone to talk to family.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do something like this. You can't do alone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking they would have had counselors there to help her process. Okay. When she came down,
Mm-hmm.
the look on her face was perfect. She had
Mm-hmm.
already made her decision. We didn't know it.
Mm-hmm.
She sat across from him. She crossed her legs, and she was.
Mm-hmm.
And my only regret is that she didn't wear makeup.
I know.
I would have piled that shit on. I would have looked like a fucking clown.
Me too, right?
I would have had red rouge out to here. I would have wore black lipstick.
I know. And she's so gorgeous. Like, she was gorgeous with
Gorgeous.
and without her makeup. She looked great. And like, to
Yes.
just blame it on makeup, like, who says that? Like, it's your makeup?
Yes.
Like, I don't know. He was such a mute. Like, to me, he just got so weird on her. Like, at this point, most people can be a little bit shy, but he literally said nothing.
Shut down.
He shut down completely. And I thought, like, wow, like, something must have happened for him to shut down. Like, but he said that he had a lot of trauma. But that trauma, the way he shut down, I said arsonist.
She's like, first of
I
all,
was like, oh
you
God, we're
say
gonna read about
arsonist.
him a couple of years from now. I don't know. They're gonna be like, that guy
Wait,
from Love is Blind.
wait, you text me arsonist, and the whole time I'm watching the show uncomfortable because I'm waiting for the reveal that he's an arsonist. I was so pissed at you. I'm like, Kiana, where's the arsonist? Where is he? And then I realized you were psychically, you're like, arsonist. We're going to hear about it soon. And to be honest with you, there was this story in California with this man, firefighter. He was like an investigator firefighter because there's different categories in the job description. He was like an investigator firefighter in California. And it was his job to pinpoint the start of the fire and what it was. And he was so good out of it. 30 out of 30, he understood the point of the beginning of the fire. 10 of those he created.
He started them.
Oh my God.
Allegedly, I don't know, but
this was a real story
Yeah.
in California.
I believe it. That's what
He
they,
was
yeah.
he was
They
convicted.
say most arsonists are
A
like
firefighter.
firefighters.
Oh, they make candles.
Or something. They have experience one way or another.
To me, there's nothing better than the lit fire. To me, there's
Right? I'm
nothing
just
better.
right.
So
Like
I channeled it well.
you were waiting to see it. You were like, oh really? Oh, really? Is it gonna be one on the
That makes me
show?
so hot.
What's
Well,
happening?
Rhonda said, I remembered that firefighter
Mm.
in California. He made national news. Yes. Shannon said, I was thinking the same thing. I would have had a full face makeup. You wouldn't have been able to recognize me the next day. Oh, boy. Makeup's your problem? Here. Boom, 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 boom. Here.
Yeah.
And I quit you. You wouldn't have the
And I
chance
quit
to quit
you.
me. And I quit.
And I quit you. I quit you.
Oh, my God.
Never heard that in a long time. And I quit you.
Makeup is my dream.
I know.
I love makeup.
And
So,
you want to look good, right? Like you're meeting this person for the first time. I was just explaining, like, okay, you fall in love emotionally. You have not laid eyes on this person. And, all you want to do is like, at this point, you're so in love. So all you want to do is like look good for the person that you're meeting. Like that's your best. That's like you woke up that morning, you said, I'm gonna look good for this love of my life. Right? And he just completely like shot her down, like completely like, oh, you got makeup on my jacket. Like, who are you? Do you even date women? Like, what? Like,
do you even date women?
I just want to know, like,
hold on a second. Hold on. Lamar, you're live. Come on board because I want to hear everything that went down. Oh, it's okay. He'll come on. Okay. I'll text him.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to know. Like,
I just woke up.
We know you did.
Okay, let me just text him because I wasn't sure what to do, and I meant to do it on with Lamar's music, but I said if he doesn't come on, they'll just keep it on my side. Okay, come on in. Let me just put come on in. Lamar's got a story to tell, guys, so we really need to hear it. Okay, so JP and Taylor, thank God.
Right? But I do really want to know. Like,
opened up and they are not together. Thank God.
Taylor should be super proud of herself for handling that with class. And she did not, lose herself. She just said, you know what? You're not for me. I'm not going to continue with this. There's no point. I've tried for 3 or 4 days with you and you do not talk. You are me. I quit you.
Oh, and then when he did talk, it turns out he can talk.
He can't.
No. When he did talk, he couldn't stop talking. The makeup. So basically, you don't like the way I look.
That's why I said I don't know what I would be curious to know what his type is. Because
she was an all-American beauty. I don't get it.
I know.
She wasn't all-American beauty. Sorry.
I agree. I don't know.
She's the epitome of all-American.
I know. So what is your type?
What did he want? I'm just curious. I need to know. I hope he's there tonight. I need him to be there tonight.
I just had a thought.
What? Tell me.
She was not like she wasn't like, MAGA.
Oh shit.
She was not.
Oh. Oh. They might have had a conversation and Netflix couldn't put it on because it's such a sensitive topic with January 6th and Trump and she wasn't
Something
mega.
I just think that she was not. I think that, wherever that was going, like that wasn't her, her thing. And
First of all, if you guys don't know, this is Love is Blind that we're talking about. JT is a firefighter. I'm afraid
JP.
of him. JP. And he only wore red, white, and blue. That's his whole wardrobe. Sometimes it would be
A flag.
literally a black shirt.
Flag. He wore flags. He wore a flag every day. He had a flag t-shirt. He had flag shorts. He wore the American flag every day. Every day. I never even knew they had so many outfits, but I mean, apparently there's a lot.
I did know that because when July 4th comes around,
yeah,
they got, red flag, just American flag leggings.
Yeah, I didn't know. I
Yes.
had no idea.
Yes, there's 2 flags that I can tell you that is clothing. The American flag is clothing. I want to tell you something else. So is the Puerto Rican flag. They got
Really?
Yes, she over in the Puerto Rican, like New York States.
Puerto Rico.
Clothing.
Hey. I had no idea.
Yes. Yes. And I'm pretty sure the
Jamaica too. Jamaica always have.
Always.
Don't
play with Jamaicans. Don't play with Jamaicans. Don't play.
Never.
They are gonna have a flag somewhere.
They
I don't care if it's gonna be on their
everything is a flag. Everything.
On their car.
Everything.
Jamaicans don't play. When they speak Jamaican, and the sign is there. The flag is always in front of a Jamaican. You're not gonna guess with them. What country are you from? Flag.
Everything they wear is like
the flag. It's so true.
I'm telling you.
That is so true. And if you grew up in Puerto Rican land, New York City, same shit. Same shit.
I had no idea.
Puerto Ricans. There are clothes with the Puerto Rican flag, period. Point blank. Don't question.
Don't question. Don't ask. You want to know who I am? Look at me.
Yeah. Look at the star. Because we're not about to play. You're not guessing. We're not gonna have you guessing. You're gonna know. Oh my God. Okay, so JT only wore red, white, and blue. I think. See, what you guys don't know is that Kiana is a really good psychic. So you guys don't know this.
Yeah, thank you.
Wait, Infinite Mystic goes Jamaican. She said it too. Jamaican flag. Too.
Jamaican flag too.
Don't mess with Jamaican flag. So JT only wore red, white, and blue. The thought went across my head, just like, and then disappeared.
Oh, it stayed. I knew it. So I didn't even know his name for like 3 days. I only referred to him as the drummer. I don't know.
The arsonist.
I didn't even know his name. I had to talking with friends, texting. I'm like, what is his name? His name never even stuck because I only had like one image. I was like, okay, I know.
Yes. All right. We have to get Lamar on.
Okay.
And then
Lamar
we'll come back.
Okay.
But Lamar has got a story to tell, guys. So let's bring on Lamar. He's kind of smiling in the back.
Mm.
Hey, Lamar.
Hi.
Good morning.
Good
Hi, how
morning.
are you? I
Afternoon.
think it's afternoon now.
Yeah, it's afternoon.
It's his
It
morning.
feels like morning to me.
It's
Yeah,
his morning.
yeah.
Y'all just can't make up mornings. Y'all are just like, it's morning, Tracy. Relax.
It's morning to him. It's fine.
It's morning
Yeah,
somewhere.
it's morning somewhere. So
So, Lamar.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm tired, but good.
Mhm. You look
Yeah,
good.
tired looks
Thank
good on
you.
you. I
Yeah,
know.
you look
Tired looks
good.
good on you.
Hmm.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, I know that you
Child.
went on early this morning, but then I heard the music that you were playing. YouTube was like, fuck no,
Yeah.
not happening.
Yeah, but they always do that. So whatever.
No,
I'm
no.
not monetized on my channel, so I don't care.
It's when you
On
went.
that channel, on the channel
Yeah.
that you went on. Oh,
Yeah, I'm
got
not
it, got
monetized
it.
on that channel. Yeah.
Right, so you don't really care. I
I
got
don't
that.
care.
I like that.
It's like as soon as you started playing Britney, and it said bye.
I know it was Brittany.
Brittany
It
said,
was
"Oh no."
Brittany, bitch. It was
Mm.
Brittany, bitch.
As soon as he went Brittany, it was like they just like ended it,
We're
like
like,
done. I
nope.
was like, oh no.
I had fun though.
But
While it
thank you
lasted.
for helping me wake up with some dance and like raising that vibration.
Yes. Yeah.
Hmm.
So, what happened?
So this guy, I'm not gonna say his name, but
No, don't.
he
But let's give them something to go on. So, give me some, like a first letter. Let's do what?
we'll call him M.
Do you have to?
M. I mean, well, there's two M's. I don't know. Yeah.
Just change the M's. So,
C. We'll call him Q.
We can
Q.
call him
Q.
Mickey.
Q. Q.
Mickey. Q. Okay, we like Q.
Q.
Okay,
We'll call him
Q.
Q.
Yeah.
Mm.
So Q watches our videos and hit me up through one of our live streams, and basically we got reconnected. We went to college together like 10 years ago,
Oh,
and
yeah. You told me about that.
yeah, yeah, and I
Yeah.
made
Okay.
like a music video for him on my channel. So we'll leave that there. So last night I went out with him, and child, first of all, last night was a solar eclipse. And it was a lot. First of all, it turns out that this guy is like a huge DRUG dealer.
Okay.
I'm talking like huge. Like
Q is.
serious. Q is, yes. Yeah. Child. I didn't know. I'm going with the flow. I'm having fun all night, and there's just some sketchy people he's bringing around. I'm noticing. I'm like, okay, like something's weird.
So you're supposed to be on a date with just Q.
Was
You
it a
go to a
date?
club.
I wasn't a
Was it a
date. I
date?
don't know. I don't know.
Kiana, why to me? I mean, maybe I'm too old for this shit, but I'm like, if I'm meeting you somewhere, it's a date. What do
I
y'all
didn't.
call it?
You know what? I didn't never assume it was a date. I
Really?
never did. No.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought it was
I don't
just like,
know.
if it goes that way, then okay, but like,
Yeah,
let's just meet up and have a drink.
and have fun. Yeah, that's
Okay.
what I assumed it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So we
I
end up
got you.
we ended up going to this rave, child. And first of all, like there was this guy, one of the DJs. He said he was a demon, like legit a demon. I was like, oh well, I'm an angel. Like I'm the angel to your demon, you know. And I
Wait,
noticed he kept what?
Lamar, can you say this on your channel? Can you put this on your channel or no?
Oh yeah, I was gonna stream it, but it's too late now.
Okay, go ahead. Finish
Yeah.
your story. Sorry.
So I was like, yeah, I'm the angel to your demon, and I noticed he kept shooting daggers at me all night. I was like, what is this about? So, anyways, I come with Marquise. I end up meeting another guy. We'll call him M, and I really hit it off with M.
How did you meet M? I
We
mean,
were
I hear.
outside.
Okay, yeah,
We were
that's what I
outside.
want to know.
Yeah, we were outside smoking, and he just like came up to me and was like, "Hey, what's up?" Like, and we just started talking, and I liked him. He was my safe space the whole night, so I like stuck with him the whole night.
Mm. He was
Marquise,
an angel too.
I said
exactly.
that. I said that. He was sent
Yeah.
to save Lamar. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. Marquise has these two hillbilly looking, no offense, hillbilly wrong turn from the movie looking like dudes like that keep hitting on me all night. It's very weird.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and making M feel awkward too. Like the fact that I'm sticking around M is like a problem. So,
Mm,
anyways, like it's the end of the night, and they're like trying to get me to like go with them wherever they're going next. I'm like, I'm going home. I'm tired. Like, I don't want to do this anymore.
yeah.
And it was just weird. Like, I felt like they wanted me to go with them
Mm.
for nefarious purposes.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah, because once again, Q is a drug dealer, and it turns out he owes money.
So how'd you find out that he owed them money?
He told me at the end of the night.
Mm.
He fessed up. He was like, "This is some street ish. Like, I'm sorry, I got you in the middle of this." I was like, like okay. Like, I was like, I can't wait to get you out of this car. Like, that's all I
Yeah,
care about. And I
Wow.
dropped him off at his drug dealer's house, and I was like, "Bye, bitch. Like, I am not gonna talk to him again.
never,
Never, ever, 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 ever."
never.
Yeah.
Oh my.
So now I'm like, what was last night all about? Like, I don't understand why I had to go through that, but maybe I was meant to meet Maruzi. M. I don't know. Like, it was a weird night, Tracy.
Be careful. You have
I
to be.
think
That's be careful.
I. You know what? I live on Ditty World, right? I've even gone out on dates in in the Caribbean, and I had one taxi driver, and he was like, "Look over this cliff. Look over this cliff. Get out the van and look over the cliff." And right away, Spirit was like, "You better not." So I was like, "No, no, I could see just fine because of the high. The vans here are like 15 passengers, so they're high up anyway." I was like, "No, no, no, I'm good." And so he kept driving, and at some point, he's going through the woods of the rainforest, which is like hell at some point. The roads are hell in the rainforest. Like why St. Croix doesn't think to fix the roads, but they don't.
Yeah.
And a 15 passenger van shouldn't go on that road. And at some point, he got stuck. And he goes, "I'm going to have to turn back around." And I said, "There's no way you can turn back around." And it was at that point that I knew I was in trouble. And I said, "There's no way you can turn back around. Keep going." That's all I said. I said, "Keep going." And sure enough, the van keeps going. Cut to, I don't speak to the guy anymore, right? Cut to 3 months later, the very van that I was in, he used that van to kill someone.
Wow. So you dodged a
Yeah,
bullet.
Literally.
I really feel like I did because when he said, "Come look over the cliff," that's when I felt it. Because someone's like, "You didn't feel danger," and I was like, "No, I'm really good at this stuff, right?" And I'm like, "No," but I also trust God, right?
Yeah.
And here's what I trust God with: if it's my time to go, it's my time to go. When I wake up, I'm just going to be in heaven. I don't have
Mm.
time to be fearful of, is this my time? I don't really care, right? So I know Spirit is helping me because they're like, "Listen, we gotta block because she's in a different level here, right?" The thing that was interesting is that you didn't know because I'm telling everybody because now I am in shock. And then, you didn't know, and then I was like, "No, I didn't know." Finally, I realized, wait a second, he tried to make me look over the cliff, and it was one of those cliffs, especially in St. Croix. You go over, nobody will find you. No, nobody will find you. There's not like a police helicopter team that's gonna come and rescue you. Nobody knows where you're just. Oh, we don't know what happened to her.
Yeah.
So I feel like you were always safe. The most important thing in you being safe is all of a sudden being aware something's not right here. What am I doing? What am I doing?
At some point, I went into the bar and I was the only one in there. And I like went in and I like put my hands down. I breathed. I was like, like, what do I want to drink? And the lights went off. Like just completely went off. Like the lady, she had to like fumble to turn it back on. I was like, oh sorry. Like I
Yeah.
know that was me.
You're like, I
Yeah.
did that.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I did that.
I did
Mhm.
that. Yeah,
I do the same thing. I'm like, oh.
yeah.
Whoop, that was
Mhm.
me.
So I
Mhm.
think you're right. I think spirit was always there. Like
Yes.
I don't think I was ever gonna get harmed, but it was just
No,
chill.
I
Weird.
agree. I think it's awareness. Like you have to be aware, and you have to,
Yes.
like you have to be aware, and you have to like you were tapped in,
You have to be spiritually aware to understand that at this stage something's not right. But what
Mhm.
most people, and I did this in conversations with God, there was a part that I was reading yesterday, because God was like, most people ignore the signs.
Mhm.
And then you question it later, like, oh, I should have known. No, we need you to know in the moment something's not right. So if something's not
Mhm.
right in the moment with the partner that you're with, get out.
Mhm.
Don't
Yeah.
don't get into the next, don't walk into a building with this person.
Mm-mm.
Mhm. And that
Say
awareness is
no. Say
always
no
with
to the
you.
next. What you say, Kiana?
I just said that awareness is always with you.
Yeah.
That awareness is always with you, you know?
Yeah.
That's why I kept
Yes.
saying, thank God for your senses. Thank God for your senses,
I know.
you
And
know?
And you
I'm not a
have to trust
DRUG
them.
person. Yeah.
You have to trust them. And then the signs were there, right? Immediately he was like, this is my, this is my person, or this is who I am as a person. You kind of like, what? Like, you got to
Yeah.
trust that.
Yeah. Oh, I trust it. And never again.
But it's
Spirit
funny
was
because as soon as I'm sorry to cut you off, I'm so
no,
sorry.
it's okay.
But I was just thinking, like as soon as you walked in and you said the DJ kept calling himself, you
A
know,
demon.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was the
That
sign.
was like
No.
that right there, your senses were already like, you were already awakened,
Yeah.
So Lamar was like, well, I'm the angel to your demon. He's like, I'm here to have fun, but that was
Mhm.
the beginning of the sign. And then he
Mhm.
kept cutting his eye at you.
Yeah. Especially when I was talking to M too. Like I don't that was like
Oh,
weird.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So have you
Like
spoken to M since?
we got Instagram thingies and I messaged him, but he hasn't opened my message yet. So we'll see.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
M is sleeping.
Probably. That's what I was thinking.
Oh, yeah, because apparently, I heard the text messages go off last night, by the way, right? And
Oh yeah.
every time it went off, I was like, who is texting me? But sometimes I refuse to. First of all, I usually put it on vibrate, right? I didn't, and I refuse to answer my text messages. I refuse if it's 5 o'clock in the morning. I didn't
It
know it
was
was
like
5 o'clock in the
five.
morning. I
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
know. And it's back to back to back to back to back. And I was like, not answering. And then I woke up this morning to all these text messages between you and Kiana, because by this time, Kiana's texting you back, and it's like 8 o'clock in the morning. And I'm
Yep.
still not looking at the text messages. I was like, what happened?
Yeah.
I'm an early riser. Lamar never sleeps. It works out. It works out
You
well.
never sleep.
It works out well
I
some
knew someone
way.
was gonna wake up. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Well,
Yeah.
Lamar, you are clearly blessed.
I'm so glad you're okay.
Thank you. Me too.
But I
Yes.
I
Yeah.
have all these thoughts of like, it's just awareness. It's awareness for you. It's awareness for
Spiritual.
spiritual awareness. And because we're
Yes.
on live, it's awareness for, your viewers.
Everyone.
everyone, because I think, you know, we talk about it all the time. Trafficking, like I did not understand how big of a deal it is and how quickly it could happen, but it
Yes.
can happen so quickly. And it's a lot of times, sometimes people we know from this place or that place. And like, I just think it could have happened so quickly for you, you know, if they have did something to your drink, or God forbid, if you had gone anywhere with them, or if, like I said, if you did not have your senses, you know what I mean? Who knows if it were someone else? Like, thank God you are the example for these viewers, because you had your senses, you used your senses. But, you know, had that been someone else, like, well, I just want to have a good time or whatever, you know, you don't know what could have
Could have happened.
happened. And I just think that you were like, it's like your antennas were up, like bing, 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 like you were, you know, scoping out everything, even though you were there for a good time. So, you know, everyone has to be aware, like these things happen in a moment.
They do.
Yes. But I also want to say you did send us this drink last night,
I
Mm-hmm.
did.
and
Mm-hmm.
it did look like a mojito, but it turns out it was an elderflower mojito.
Yeah, it was a pear elderflower mojito. It was really good.
That's so cool. So
Yeah.
the other thing I want to say is, when you order a drink, you don't leave the drink behind.
Oh, I never left it. Yeah.
Right. You don't go to the bathroom. You don't tell your friend, wash this drink for me. Like, you do that with only people that you trust. And personally, I don't even do it with girlfriends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't leave my drink behind and be like, watch my drink. I'm going to run to the bathroom. And no, sometimes you can't trust the girls that you're with.
Yeah.
No, no,
All
no.
right. So you just make a blanket statement. If you walk away from your drink, you got to get a new one,
Yep.
period.
That's the
Yeah.
rule. Yeah.
I'm so
And
glad
I know
you
you
shared.
didn't. I know you didn't, but I'm just saying it to the world now.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
glad you shared your story, though. I think that's important.
Yeah. I had to get it off my chest. Like I think I took a nap. I like slept it off a little bit, so it's like I guess the newness has kind of worn off a little bit, but it's still kind of like what the like yeah.
Hmm. Yeah.
All right. So thank you, Spirit, for taking care of Lamar. I expect
Thank you.
nothing less.
Yeah. Thank you, Spirit.
Thank
And
you,
you have to
Spirit.
remember that when I walk out in the world, I expect nothing less. I expect Spirit to take care of me.
Mm-hmm.
I've made too many deposits of
Mm-hmm.
kindness
Mm-hmm.
for Spirit not to like jump in and,
Yeah.
take care of me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank
So
God.
Thank God.
thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God.
So that's my story, y'all. In a
And
nutshell,
I'm sticking to it.
I'm sticking to it.
So I
Yeah.
don't know if you've been watching Love is Blind, but we were talking about Love is Blind.
I have not watched it yet.
You should get into it.
I
Oh my
know
God.
Tracy told me.
Yeah, it's
I have to
so
get
good.
Netflix. Yeah.
Yes, on Netflix. And so if anybody hasn't watched it, please go back and watch it. You will binge watch it.
You
And what
should
I
binge
like
watch it.
about yes, what I like about Netflix is that they give you basically a full hour. They're not trying to cheat you.
Mm-mm.
They give you like the full, like, it's so long every episode, and it's so jam packed with so much stuff.
Oh my
So
God. Like,
Tracy, speaking of Love is Blind, I want to say you. I don't know if this is a prediction or not. It's too soon to tell. You said I was going to meet someone at a party like a long time ago. Do you remember that, Kiana?
no, I don't think I
I
was there for
do.
that.
You remember
I
Tracy?
remember that. I do.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
But
I was like, how? I don't ever go out. Go ahead. But here we
I
go.
remember that too. You did not believe me because you were like, and you don't ever go out. It's just
Yeah.
as of recently, you've been more progressive and, dating. And I'm really proud of you for that. But I
Mm-hmm.
remember you're like, I never go out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You never know. But what were you going to say?
I forgot.
You don't
We were
remember?
talking about Love is Blind.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were just talking about Love is Blind
I
and
forgot. Okay.
binge watching, and they give you a full hour.
Yeah. I love the fact that they give a full hour. Like when you watch Love is Blind, just sit back and enjoy. Because the hour seems long. Sometimes I look at it and I pause it and I'm like, I still got 16 minutes.
Some way, somehow, like when it first came on, I kept falling asleep on it, right? And I'm like hearing it all in my sleep, and then I would wake up and I'm like, okay, I get the gist, and I feel like psychically, like because it was on in my like sleep, I'm like picking up on things, like I'm hearing something else behind what the conversation was, and then I like, I wake up, I watch it again, and I'm like, and I got all these harsh reactions. I'm like, oh, you're this and you're that. And so then I had to like come back,
Stay
rewatch.
awake. Stay awake. The
Yeah,
worst thing you can do is fall asleep on Love is Blind
oh my
and
God.
then bring it into your dreams. Like that's chaos.
Chaos. And it lasted
So,
for a long time.
did we cover everyone that's not on the show?
So we covered, no, actually, there is a couple that you do not know about.
Uh-oh.
There is a couple that you do not know about. So there was JP and Taylor,
Uh-huh.
Uche and Aaliyah,
Yeah.
which we didn't talk about Aaliyah, but Aaliyah had a right to leave Uche.
Hell yes.
She had a right to leave Uche.
Let me tell you something, Kiana. Omission of the truth is a lie.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Sideswiping the truth is a lie. Unacceptable. And that was a big lie because who does Aaliyah pair up with? Out of all the women.
So I am so curious to see the reunion tonight because, like, what was that? Like, I feel like, what was that? But I've seen that before where you do have so much guilt. Like, they said basically, Lydia and Uche, in order for them to stay on the show, they couldn't disclose that they knew each other. So now you have Lydia, who's friends with Aaliyah, and she's holding on to this secret, right? So then the secret is out of the bag. Everyone now knows that Lydia and Uche dated. But I don't think anyone knows the entire truth in terms of like on and off dating.
How long
It was.
Right.
But I feel like Lydia was just like spilling her guts. And at first I'm like, well, why would you do that? But I think it was just the guilt, like the guilt of like, I feel like Lydia did think that Aaliyah was her girlfriend, and she was like, oh my God, let me tell you, this is that, blah, 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 blah. But I think it was just too overwhelming.
Not saying anything.
Yeah, it was just too overwhelming. Like, we're friends. And I'm crying to you.
No, she said you're gonna be my children's godmother, some bullshit like that.
Yes, like we are friends, right? That's like me and Lamar are friends. And I'm crying to you about this man I dated or currently dating, right? Falling in love with. And then Lamar tells me, oh, okay, now the secret's out. Let me just tell you everything about him because you want to share because you're my friend. So you're like, oh, because we're friends. But at the same time, it was just too overwhelming. And there is a healthy sharing. And I think Lydia didn't do that. I think she just didn't do it, but I think she didn't do it out of guilt. I think she didn't do it because I think she just kind of felt like, oh my God, like, let me just tell you, girl, here it is.
And when the part where she was like, I knew that was innocent.
Yeah, I feel like she was just like, at that point, I feel like she already found her man. She didn't want him, but she's like, this is, girl, like, have fun. Here's everything you need to know. Right? Like, but it was overwhelming.
I don't need to know that he drives a Tesla. I don't need to know that his favorite color is blue. I don't
His
need to
dog.
know that you met his dog, his friends. It got but it got weird in seconds.
Yeah, she just like, what do you call it? Like word vomit.
Yes,
Yeah.
and Aaliyah was dying. They were holding each other, and Leah's like, I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear this. Like,
Hmm.
I'm new to this guy. I just need this. I need fresh energy that I create with him.
Exactly, because she is still in the experiment. So these are
Yes.
all things that she wanted to know, and I think Lydia was just like, you know,
Yeah. So at first I didn't trust Lydia.
but I think that's because of Uche, because I didn't either. But then I
Mm,
had to like think about it, and I'm like, you know what? That's because of him. And then he went on a tirade to tell everyone what she did to him, but he's using all the information that's coming back at him against her. So then I
yes.
thought, oh, he created this narrative. It's not
Yeah.
her. He created the narrative.
Yeah.
And how
Yeah.
easy is it to create a narrative against women? How
So
easy is it to create a narrative against a spicy
easy.
Latina? How easy is that to
Yeah.
perpetuate?
Yes. Right.
That's what I thought. I thought, okay, so he is perpetuating a narrative and he created it.
Yeah.
That's what I got from it.
I wish she could have handled that situation better because he came there to start shit.
Mhm.
I wish she could have said, Milton, let's go.
Yeah. I think that they were on the same page, her and Milton. I think Milton was like, what do you want to do?
Right.
And she said, okay, let me finish it. But even if you look at that again, Uche starts off with telling Lydia, oh, I thought you were so great. Oh my God, you were so
I
amazing. Oh, I thought
know. That's the
you
narcissist.
yeah,
Yes.
you
That's the
found my favorite,
controlling.
and Lydia thought, okay, this conversation is going well. Oh, great. This is a goodbye. Okay. And
But
then
it
it just went
saw
left.
Lydia's face. There was nothing there of interest. She did
Yeah.
it with Izzy when Izzy went to talk to her, and she was like, same thing happened with Uche. She was like, and
Yeah.
I like that. You could tell there was nothing hidden inside her spirit, that
No,
she
she
was
was
still
just
hoping
like,
for something.
yeah, she
Right.
was just like, and Uche started saying these nice things. She was like, oh, okay. Like you could tell she was like, oh, okay, this is like a pleasant goodbye. Okay, great. And then he went and left on her so fast and
Yeah.
called her
He
a
was trying to
stalker. And then
save
she was like,
face.
okay, I'm done with this.
He was trying to save face. He looked ugly by not saying anything to Aaliyah and then making Aaliyah feel bad because she admitted to cheating after he asked the question. Like, who are you?
They
And
said he's dead
Charlene goes, well,
inside.
when I tell you I don't want to hear nothing, that was up to her to shut up. We're talking about the conversation between Aaliyah, and Lydia.
Happy
So,
Sunday, CW.
oh, happy Sunday.
I
Um,
saw you talking about these people. I'm like, who are these people? But now I know who they are. Because
Yeah.
y'all were
yes.
talking about Uche and Aaliyah. Someone said, is Aaliyah. So you were like, Aaliyah something. I was like, I thought Aaliyah passed away.
No.
This is all love is
Aaliyah,
blind. This is all love is blind.
Yeah.
And
who's
what I
gorgeous,
didn't
by the
like,
way. She is gorgeous. Like,
oh, stunning, stunning. What I didn't like, and I could tell the way they cut it up, right? This was an editing issue,
mm,
right?
mm,
When Uche went to meet Aaliyah,
mm-hmm.
right? So there was an editing issue there because what we discover, they start out by saying, I want you back. I realize that's how they started. That's why I'm so glad you met me here. I'm so glad you met me here. But he had been chasing her on IG, trying to find her, trying to
You're so
communicate
right.
with her.
You're so right. So they said, Uche said that it was an edit and that they actually did date after that. Like they kissed, they made up, and they dated after that. Yep.
Sorry, y'all.
What?
All right, get comfy.
Oh, child.
I know.
You're still stylish. Even when you cold, you stylish.
That's how Tracy looked with that Eskimo blanket.
Oh, I love that jacket. Yeah.
No, I was not stylish. I don't even know where did the blanket come from. I just took it out your house somewhere. I was like, yeah,
Oh,
I'm
that's
like,
Kiana's.
it's Kiana's.
That
It wasn't
blanket that
mine.
she.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, I remember that. Yeah.
I don't know where it came from. It was just because again, spirit always protects me. It just came out of nowhere, and I was like, "Thank you."
Yeah.
Take this.
She got real comfortable in that blanket.
I did. That's what I mean. You thought it was mine.
Yeah. She got real
She's
comfortable,
like, just
girl.
leave me. Just leave me in the blanket.
Oh my god, we had so much.
We did.
Okay, so the editing. If you go back to that moment where Uche and Aaliyah met, they
Yep.
cut that up so bad.
Yep. You're right.
And made her look like the desperate one.
Like
What I
she
think
was begging
happened,
him.
yes, yes. And also, I feel like they might have like added something, right? Like I feel like Aaliyah went to the bathroom and they're like, we need two reactions from you. One where you say, I'm done,
Mm-hmm.
one where you say, let's try this again.
Mm. You're
I
so
feel like
good.
they
Yeah.
did that, you
Mm.
know?
Mm-hmm.
Because there's no way you could say I'm done in front of cameras and then I'm going to go back after the cameras because that's not Leah.
Mm-mm.
Like her character is strong, so you're going to embarrass me and I'm still going to date you.
I really like her a lot. Like I've heard like some interviews that she's done after the fact, and like she's super smart. She's super articulate. She's like I thought at first. I'm like, why is she so dramatic? Like, oh my god, girl, like get it together. But she was just like, you know what? I was just like really going through the motions because I was really falling for this guy. And basically she didn't say this because she just was really like respectful to Uche, but she basically was like, he is taking me on this it's a roller coaster ride, between him and this other chick, like she was my friend, and it was just like a lot, like she was just really there to give it her all, and like then she's just like, what are they doing,
What's happening here?
Mhm.
Yeah, I was glad that she left. I was glad the way
Hey,
she
Sky.
left. Hey, I was so glad that the audio above Uche, she quit the show. I was like, yes.
Mhm. Right? She left him.
Yes.
She left him. She said, peace out.
Yes. Okay. So Aaliyah and Uche, I think under better circumstances they would have been a great couple. But I think Aaliyah dodged a bullet. He is mean.
He's mean.
Mean.
He's terrible. I think he's a terrible person.
Terrible. He's mean. Like, what did your mama raise? Because you are mean.
I don't think he has feelings.
Oh, okay. That's reasonable.
Right?
I like that. That's reasonable. A narcissist. That's reasonable.
Like definitely he has feelings.
Narcissistic capabilities. He was yes.
Like,
and he was a whole dick.
Yeah, like nothing he said makes sense. Like he says, oh, Lydia's this great person, blah, 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 blah. She's a
To
great
her
friend.
face. To her
Right.
face.
And then cut to Aaliyah leaving. Now he's like, oh, she stalked me. She's a
She's a
terrible
stalker.
person.
He
Did
even
you
said,
know
like,
she watched
Milton,
my friend's stories? Like, get out of here.
let me tell you something. My husband once said to me, I was married, and we went to one of his co-workers' weddings. And he said to me, and he was dead serious when he said it. He said, he'll, meaning the man that she married, he'll take care of her. And you got that, Kiana?
Mm-hmm.
And I looked at him, and in my mind, I'm going, what the fuck do you care? They had an affair.
Mm-hmm.
They had an affair. And to this day, she is still around.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember that moment.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how dare Uche, because he said something like, Milton will take care of her, or something to that effect.
Mm-hmm.
And like, you don't get to make that decision for Milton.
Oh well, even still, he went to Milton, and then he's telling Milton, but Milton, don't you think this is bad? Don't you think this is like paints her out to be like you don't think that this shows
Don't let
her
a woman
personality?
control you.
Don't let a woman come between us. Excuse me, like I didn't know that you guys were besties, bro.
You?
Like,
do your penises touch?
right?
Penis
Don't let her break us up. Like, get out of here, bro. Like, get out of here. I just thought that. And Milton, okay.
I didn't get to Milton yet.
He's like the most mature. He's the most mature.
Yeah.
He's the most mature at 24.
I love him.
I love him. I love Milton.
I love Milton. First of all, I love nerds, right? I can't find a nerd. I didn't know that I did,
nerds. But he is great.
You said you didn't know that you did. Nerds are the best. I've always loved nerds.
Yeah.
Hip hop dudes, sleep with everyone. Nerds don't.
But nerds, Milton has team nerd.
Team nerd. I gotta tell everyone, date a nerd or date someone that has an animal. Someone that has to come home to an animal is safe.
Mm-hmm. True. Mm-hmm. Compassion.
Oh dear. I think I have a reading. Hold on a second. Hey, good day. Oh, okay. Good. Okay. We're good.
Well, anyway, I love Milton. Milton is he was so mature. Here Uche is this 30-something-year-old talking to a 24-year-old, pleading his case about how this woman that he's dating is so terrible of a woman, right? And Milton's like, I don't think so. Life is he brought up some calculus equation.
The way
multi-dimensional calculus. I don't know,
the way he explains it, we can't even copy the way he explains it.
You're the X.
So much sense.
You're the X as in the past. Lydia's the Y as in I don't know, whatever. And I'm the Z. I'm on a whole nother wave.
He said, I'm a Z. You're the X. You're the Y. And the algorithms of the, I was the Megatrons of the system.
He sounds crazy.
No, it was very smart. It was very smart. We just don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, we just don't know how to say it, but no, it was the best. It was the best. He shut this man down in a multi-dimensional calculus equation. He shut him down.
All right. So, and he stayed inside his own personal nerdy head, and he was lack of emotion, and he was like, Uche, just deal with it. Like, I don't know what's going on with you either. You're as emotional as Lydia.
Uche's like, but bro, come on, don't let her come between us. He's like begging Milton to like have a feeling to like break them up or something. He's
He
literally
was trying
begging,
to
like,
break them up.
and Milton's just like, see you on the group chat, shout you holler, peace out, bro. Like Milton was just like not
Having
moved.
No.
it,
He was
Yeah.
not moved.
which I love.
I
Okay,
love it.
so I just want to point out, Rhonda says, I'm starting with my DNA results first. I received a text yesterday that my DNA is being extracted. Next stage is analyzing my DNA, then my results. I should have something in 2 to 4 weeks. What did you use, Veronica? I'm curious. It doesn't sound like you used Ancestry, so I'm just curious. All right, so Izzy and what is her name?
Stacy.
Okay, no, Kiana, pause. Last season, there was a girl. I don't remember her name, but there's a girl with this same type of stiff personality.
Mm.
But
Mm-hmm.
she got married to him, and they I guess they're still together. I don't know, but she acted like the girl last season.
Are you talking about Chelsea? Because I
I don't
like
know what
Chelsea.
that dated the African,
Mm-hmm.
but it's the same stiff person. I didn't understand the stiffness.
Mm-mm. Chelsea was
Okay,
always down. Chelsea was down always.
got
Chelsea
it.
was always down. Chelsea was just like my man,
Chelsea
my man, my man. She was oh
yeah, yeah, yeah. I just thought she was controlling too, but I'm not saying that.
mm-mm.
What's her name? Izzy?
Stacy.
I'm not saying Stacy's controlling either. Stacy's in control,
Yes, I agree. Stacy's in
and
control.
Izzy is an emotional girl,
Yes. A mean girl too. He's
equally
mean.
as mean as Uche.
He is as mean as Uche, but his come off very like sensitive, like I'm gonna let you talk. However, you're sketchy. Like, get out of here. Like,
And Stacy called him on it when she was like, "But why were you in the middle of the conversation?
yeah.
And why are you telling me that you love me as a byproduct of not choosing Johnny?"
Mm-hmm.
Stacy she is on her emotional game.
I like Stacy. I liked her.
Yeah,
I liked
yeah.
her. I think that
I just thought Stacy was so intense, though.
I well, because every time she would call Izzy out, he would start crying. But then Izzy didn't recognize like who he was. So he's like, I'm emotionally stable. And he was the least, but he was not stable. He cried
Yeah.
everywhere. He cried in the closet. He cried everywhere. Like,
I mean, even his mom didn't help. His mom was like, from the moment you were in my womb, who goes back that far?
Not the
You
womb.
have a grown ass man. Why are we in the womb?
he,
So from the moment you were in my
I
womb,
knew
I'm like,
you.
oh, well,
I knew
that's the
you were a
problem.
crybaby. That's why I'm worried about you. That's what Mama said. I am worried about you.
That's the
Mamas know.
problem.
Mamas
He never
know.
left the womb.
They know. Mamas always know. She knew it wasn't right. She's just like, she took one look at Stacy. She said, oh, my baby's in trouble. I think they were fine, but I just think that, Izzy was just too immature for Stacy. Stacy at that point had
Talking about
dated
immature.
mm,
Milton was mature.
more
Izzy,
mature than all of them.
immature.
Yes. He was
Yeah.
more mature than all of them.
Yes.
He had like a really good emotional intelligence and just like logic, common sense. And even though like, science, logic, and all of that doesn't always like equate to emotions, he did a really good job with like
His mama did
connecting
a good
those
job.
connecting those dots.
Yes.
He did
And
a
I just
really.
wish they didn't have these issues over his clothes on the floor or
I
dishes
know.
because he's navigating. Like, He is a bachelor, Lydia. He's learning to navigate.
I know I really hate that. I really, I always talk to my friends about, stuff like that. Like, listen, instead of arguing about the towel on the floor or like just find something else, get a cleaning person,
Yes.
get like that is a fight or argument that you do not need to have.
But who leaves dishes in the sink for 3 days and you're mad over dishes in the sink for 3 days? Do the damn dishes,
Do the
Lydia.
Right.
dishes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Save yourself from this emotional space. And he's like, you wake up angry. And she goes, I wake up angry because of you. He didn't know this.
Yeah.
Sure, but it's not that serious, girl.
It's
Love is blind.
not.
Love is blind, Nikki. It's not that serious though. It's like, girl, like I
Until,
really hope that she doesn't like nag him, because that's where you
wait a
turn into
second.
a nag.
Wait a second. When you all first had your first apartment, go back now. We're in our 20s. You have your first apartment. Didn't you have the worst closets ever? Didn't
My
you need
My
towel may be
closet
on
is
the
still
floor
a
right
mess.
now. Listen, my towel
Yeah.
may be on the floor right now. I don't even know.
But didn't you have dishes piled up for days? Like you would get disgusted with yourself, and you're like, "There's no forks around. There's no, but the dishes are there." And then you go to do the dishes, and you're like, "Oh, all my forks are nice." You think you've lost forks? Like, didn't you do that in the beginning,
Oh my
Lydia?
gosh. I have pictures of my first apartment, and when I tell you it was closed from the front door to the bedroom, like it just looked like a disaster, right? And I looked
Yes.
at those pictures and I'm like, there's me. And I had company. Like I had like my boyfriends
Come
over.
on in. Come on in.
The only thing clean might have been the kitchen counter. I don't know, but
Who knows? I doubt it. The only thing I can tell you that I always kept clean was my bathroom,
Yeah.
right? But other than that, and I can't even say that
I
was
want to see if I
100%
can
clean
find
because
it.
I would put my deodorant, I would put this, lipsticks. I can't even say that was 100% clear of clutter. But my first, and it took me years. It took me years to begin to organize a beautiful home. And
Yeah.
that chaos, your mind creates chaos. And so when you begin to declutter your house, then you're like, oh, I know where everything is. Like right now, when I do my live show, if there's something I talk about and I go, oh, I got this painting, I know exactly where it is.
Mm.
I know exactly where it is. But I'm also at the age of Bruno, so I've been practicing organization. Lydia, give the baby a
I
break.
think she should. I think she should.
My
I really don't
God.
think that would be like, girl, like go to counseling. Just go to
Right.
counseling.
Right. No, there's something that needs a little bit of counseling there.
Yeah, go to
But I also
counseling.
like the sister, who I was a little mad at the sister, right? Because it's like, girl, you're married, you understand marriage, you got children, yet you're in this. Why are you stopping your brother?
Well, because he's 24 and the woman is 30. And so she's
That was
just
the issue.
like,
Right.
yeah, she's just like, you know,
Yes.
are you sure you want to do this? Because
Yes.
this is not easy, because she
Yes.
had a baby at the time and she's just like, she probably, going through a hard time herself. And she's just like,
That's what I was thinking. Was she having problems in her marriage?
yes,
But that's neither here nor there. It never came up on the show.
no.
But I did like when the mother said to Lydia, my mother will find anything about you. I was like, oh shit. Do you remember
What she
that
say?
part?
What she
She
say?
said, my mother will find anything about you.
Yes.
She'll find your credit score. She'll find where you live. She'll find any drug. I was like, who is this mama?
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of scared.
I was scared. I was scared. Mom did not play. Mm-mm.
Not at all.
Mom did not
But
play.
when mom was talking, you could tell that she was looking at both Lydia more loving. She was looking at her son and Lydia more loving. So I did like Mom a lot.
I did too. I did too. Because Lydia's like, he sits on the counters, and she's like, well, he's tall. That's just like it's like a very like mom thing to say. It was very much like, well, he's tall, so you know he does. And they got Milton over there trying to like take the cork off with his teeth, and they're like, Lydia,
What's that? I saw that too.
you want this? Lydia's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I was concerned when they said, you have such controlled answers.
One of my favorite shows is Married at First Sight, right?
Yes, I also love that show.
Right. And the family always have questions for whoever's in the hot seat. But I really don't like when they say your answers are so controlled. Like, you ask me a question and I want to answer you. Like, is it my fault if I'm articulate in how I answer your question?
Right.
Right? Like, I mean, what do you like? What it's like? Can I win here? Because what do they expect? Right? Like, your answers are so controlled. Your answers are so like. But what do you expect? Like, my answer is my answer. Did I answer you or did I not? Right? Like, I just hate when they say your answers are so controlled, because I don't know. It's like, I don't know what that means. Do you not want me to be articulate in how I answer you?
And then after they said that, then she had to be a little bit more authentic, and she started cursing.
That's what I mean. Like, what? Yeah, like, what do you want? Do you want?
All of a sudden, she became disrespectful and was cursing. And I was like, you guys, you just turned her into something else to suit your narrative, and she's trying to feel comfortable, but this is an uncomfortable situation. All right, enough. Did we leave anybody out?
Okay, so we have we kind of okay, there is a secret couple that no one knows about. So I forget the guy's name, but the girl's name is Renee. And I don't know if his name is Carl or something like that, but they apparently made it all the way to the altar. They apparently made it all the way to the altar and did not
but
get
they didn't
married.
make it on the show. But didn't make it on the show?
Nope.
What?
And I hope they talk about it, because she was very vocal.
About?
The girl Renee was very vocal, and like, she did interviews already and basically said like, thank you. Like, producers called her up and said, thank you so much. But we cut out your story. You're not going to be featured. Your story is not going to be featured. And it sounded like they said, like, we just wouldn't want you to relive that again or something like that, which, doesn't sound right. Yeah, like, that doesn't sound right at all. But
then they should have left out Uche
and Aaliyah, right? Like,
yes.
But I don't know what it had to. I'm not sure. Part of me thinks it had to be so bad that you were willing to just show two couples. Like, you didn't, like, you only had two out of these, 4 or 5 people typically make it.
So in the end, right? Because Taylor and JT were the 3 that went to Mexico.
Taylor didn't even.
The whole show was wrapped. Now I'm thinking about it. The whole show was wrapped around
2 couples:
Milton and Stacy and Izzy and Milton. Interesting.
2 couples. I mean, at this point, like, we're into season 5, right? Like, they're not even making it past like the honeymoon. Like, they're not even making it. Like, I don't understand. Like, this
was the worst season.
You think this season?
No, if you're telling me we got down to only 2 couples in the end, and the whole series was wrapped around 2 couples, which I did not notice.
I mean, it was the worst in terms of like who made it, but not the worst season.
Okay. I don't
You
know
know,
if I started watching it throughout. I know we're on season 5,
yeah,
so
like
I don't know. You gotta watch it, Lamar. And if you can binge watch going backwards, you're gonna see some stuff.
I don't know if I was a fan of like Dallas.
I don't know Dallas. Oh wait, was Dallas the black girl and the black guy and he was weird? Which oh, I'm getting confused with married at first sight and love is
Yeah,
blind. So forget it, forget me. I'm overlapping the two.
I think yeah, I don't like who was season okay, Dallas was season 3. Season 4 was Seattle. And that
Oh
was
yes, Seattle was last season. Yes.
mhm.
All
And
right. Do you guys want to do a reading real quick on
Milton and Lydia.
Milton and Lydia?
Yeah. Let
So
me get
Lamar,
my
you don't need to know the show to do a reading,
cards.
Yeah.
right? I just want to know if they're gonna make it.
All right.
Now, Lamar, I gotta go get my laundry out. So take charge of the show, you and Kiana, do the readings, and let me go get my laundry.
Okay.
Sounds good?
Yes.
Do I need to put my face up? Maybe I'll put my face up.
That's fine.
Okay. That way it
Hello,
doesn't look
everybody.
weird.
So I don't watch the show, um, but I'm down to do a reading.
Wait,
So
that
I don't
doesn't
know
work. Lamar, you only
what.
see me now. I
Oh
can't put
yeah,
my face up. That's weird.
I think you just stop cam. You press stop cam.
I'll just put stop cam.
Yeah.
Perfect. I'll be back.
Okay.
I'll be back.
I'm gonna wait for Kiana because I don't know anything about these people.
I'm coming. I'm coming. I just had to get these cards over here.
No, you're fine. But yeah, I can't believe it's Sunday. I thought it was Saturday, y'all. Maybe that's because of what I went through. I don't know. I'm traumatized, I think.
I think you are traumatized. You know, when things like that happen, it does take a minute to. I think it takes a minute. You know,
Yeah.
it takes a minute because you have so many thoughts. Um, you know, you have so many thoughts. And to me, the number one thought is like, why? Like, spirit,
Why?
what did I need to learn? What did I need to know in this moment? Because, you know, we all think that we all think that we're like, not invincible, but you know, we all know that we're so protected.
Yeah.
So it's like we just don't think that these things could happen, which, you know, the proof is yes, you are protected, but it
But
doesn't mean it can't
it still can't happen. Yeah.
happen,
Yeah.
you know? Um, but I think you're traumatized. I think it's like, you know, but
Um,
you know, it takes a while sometimes to figure out what that awareness is. You know, I mean, you have to kind of figure that out, but
to work through it.
yeah, but I think you have to have that awareness.
Yeah. Yeah,
You
you're
know?
right. You're right. I had to go through it for some reason.
Yeah, and I would love to know when you find out why.
Why? Like me too.
But maybe it's just to help everyone else out because this trafficking, like I did not realize how serious and how fast and how it happened.
So bad.
And how it happened. And that's how it happens. Like you get trafficked in 2.2 seconds. You have no idea, like you just don't know, like, you know, and you're like, think about it, you're at a big age, you're grown, you're not even, you know what I mean, and a blink of an eye, like one wrong move,
Yeah.
you know, what if you said, I just want to have fun too.
Right. Who knows what happened?
Thank God you're okay.
I know, me too. No, I just gotta work through the trauma, but I'll be
Yeah.
okay. I'll be okay.
Yeah. You just gotta did you end up doing that Egyptian
The
resin?
resin? No, I haven't. Not
Mm,
yet, but I will.
I would take a bath, but I would take a like I would burn it, take a spiritual bath,
Yeah,
set your mood.
yeah, I need to do that.
Hmm.
So, what's the question again about?
So the question I think is Lydia and Milton gonna stay together? Is Lydia and Milton gonna stay together? I had this deck for years, this Light Sears deck, and I'm just now like really liking it.
I feel like I've seen that before. The light series.
This is the deck you used when you were here.
Oh, really?
You had the mini deck.
Yeah, yeah, the mini. Yeah, okay.
Hmm. So this is like really hard to. This is like so hard. Hold on.
Hmm. Why am I getting so many people?
Hmm.
I don't know. I guess I'm ready. I think I'm ready.
Okay.
All right. My last two cards are a man and a woman, so I'm assuming this is the couple we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
But then I get two men showing up here connected to money and communication.
Mm.
So I'm not sure how this whole TV show works.
Mm-hmm.
Like, is this basically like The Bachelor?
Yep. Kinda. So the way that it works is that there are these people, right? They meet in a pod, like without seeing one another. They get to know each other emotionally, right? They ask questions, they get to know each other, and they get engaged before meeting. Okay. Once they get engaged, they then meet, they go on their honeymoon, and then they decide if they're going to stay married.
That is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I get the Nine of Pentacles connected to marriage, which is a solitary card, someone who is like focused on themselves, independent, self sufficient. Do they have children together?
No.
Okay, because I don't know why I get a young person. Um, will they stay together? My first card is the Fool card. I feel like it's possible they could stay together, but I don't know if it's the. I don't think it's for the purposes of love.
Mm-hmm.
I think it might be for the purposes of family or something like that. Or
Same.
money. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
might be for the purposes of money. So I don't know, but I don't know why I feel like they could end up back on the show again or something like that.
Well, probably because
Does that
those
happen?
shows they always have. So what they do is they at the end of the show they either choose to. Oh, I guess I hope you guys watched the show already because we're at the reunion. So so you kind of know who's who, but so they do the show. Once you choose to get married or whatever, they film the marriages. You have to say yes or no at the altar. Then there is a reunion, And then there is like a after the show, like a show or after show. So there's like one or two shows after the reunion, and it follows them for like, it's like a 2 year period. It's like a 2 year period that they're being filmed. And then anything after that would be like, a lot of those shows, they'll do like a YouTube, they'll do like you really need to get into this because they
Yeah,
are like, you would love it, but they do like YouTubes, they just do create every other, there are other shows that they could be on.
got it. Okay. Yeah, I feel like they could do another show or something like that.
Hmm.
One of them, maybe. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But my answer is yes, they could stay together, but not for love.
But I love them.
Yeah.
I
What do you
wonder
say?
who would. All right, so I see. I got Six of Wands as the foundation, which means yes to me. Like,
Hmm.
yes, they will stay married. Um, Crossed by the Queen of Pentacle or Queen of Swords. So there has to be some, decision making in this process. Like there was some planning in this process. Um, Standing on the Seven of Swords. So I'm not quite sure who the sneaky one is in this situation yet, but I would think the sneaky one would be, to me, this looks like, everyone that's kind of talking. Uche. Quack, quack, quack,
Oh,
like, gossip, talking. He did this, she said this, blah, 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 all the talk that kind of went around them before, during, and after their marriage or whatever. Um, so interesting. I got the devil in a past position.
child.
I know, right? So I think that there was some manipulation happening. Um, I do have like the Two of Wands, the Page of Swords, like so maybe there is a
A
child that
child.
will come. Six of Pentacles and my hopes and fears. So they're gonna have another stream of income some way, somehow. Three of Wands as my final outcome. So I would say yes, they're gonna stay married, but I do think that there is like a lot of hard decisions, a lot of like, if I do this, what, if I do this is like my past, maybe like,
Yeah.
past problems, you know what I mean? Like arguments, whatever that is. And, this side would be money, income, a future. So I would say yes, they're going to stay together. But is it going to be easy? Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Mm.
We both got a yes.
Oh, you both got a yes? Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
let me see. So I do get a King of Swords here. I don't know who this is. And I also get a King of Wands here. I don't know who this is because I don't know their signs. But
Mm-hmm.
two men are crossing each other. So that's not good to me, right? When I'm asking
I got
about,
two men too.
Mm-hmm.
ooh, see?
King of Swords and King of Wands.
Now it could be his father.
Yeah.
Same cards.
I'm just thinking, wait, same cards? King of Swords and King of Wands?
Yeah. That's what I got. Same
Ooh.
two cards.
So that's even more interesting, right? Because it's not just two men, but just identical, right?
Mm-hmm.
One in complete control, right? Which I believe is Milton, but I don't know his sign.
Me
But
too.
go by the description, this is probably Milton because Aquarian men are so internal air that they don't express themselves um openly, right? They're not the emotional people, right? But
What's
then
October 6th? Milton's birthday is October 6th. Oh, that's a Libra.
that's it.
Libra.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's somebody here, and I heard you guys mention, could this be Uche? Absolutely. Because what I think is gonna happen is I feel like Uche is going to stay in the middle of this until they break up because he wants to say, "Told you so." I told you so. That's what I
Mm-hmm.
think, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm finding from Kiana that maybe this former relationship that Lydia had with Uche might have gone on for 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
So there might be deep regret. And then now he's blaming Lydia for breaking up his relationship.
And he wants
So
revenge.
this could still be Uche. And the thing about a narcissist is that they're in it to win it. That's why narcissists never get divorced, right? Because they mind screw you, they break you down, and it'll take years, even before you recognize I'm living with the narcissist, because that's how good they are.
Mm-hmm.
Milton's not stupid, but I just feel like there's this fire. Can you look up Uche for me?
I did. I didn't see it, but let me look again.
Okay. There's a lack of faith uh, between these two men, is what I'm getting. So I'm getting a lot of pain in this relationship, though. This could also mean a miscarriage, right? Early
Mhm.
miscarriage. I'm getting some mother energy, sister energy. I don't know if it's Lydia's mother or Milton's mother, but some mother falls in the middle of this drama, right? Meaning now that the show's aired, our mom is having problems, right? Now that the show has aired, is, Milton's mom going, wait, I didn't know any of this.
Mm-hmm.
I do get marriage here, right? And I also get not one single financial issue, right? But this falls not in my best place. A lot of conflict, all mental. Lydia is emotional, but she stays inside her fucking head.
She's a Virgo.
She's
Mhm.
a Virgo.
I think I just saw she's a Virgo.
She stays inside her head, and Virgos are perfectionists.
Yep, they are.
And I'm wondering, is she an August Virgo? Because August Virgos are mouthy. They don't shut up. September Virgos are real chill. Just don't fuck with their money. August Virgos, yap, 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 because they're coming from the sign of Leo, which are yappers.
And that Mercury, oh my God, my mom is an August Virgo. Like she can
Your
talk.
mom's an August Virgo?
She can talk. You guys heard her.
Yes.
She can
And
talk. I'm talking. If you
argumentative.
don't stop her,
And argumentative. They will argue about everything and everything. I love that.
facts.
I should have known that she was an August Virgo. Because if you would have said to me, your mom's a Virgo, I would have been like, no. I understand August Virgo. I get it. That's a typical description of an August Virgo, and I believe Lydia has to be an August Virgo. If she's not an August Virgo, she's not mean, so she has either some Aries in her or Leo in her.
She looks a little Leo.
With that hair, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
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 that's
yeah,
exactly
right.
what I was thinking. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Um, I got two really cards, not in my best positions, right? But these are both my marriage sustainability cards, but not in my best position, and they fall in between this conflict,
Mm-hmm.
this mental conflict. So, like you said, counseling is required. Can it be worked on? Yes, it can be worked on. So, but it also might take 10 years, Lydia's kind of immature, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Highly intelligent, but she's kind of emotionally immature. So it might take 10 years.
But that's what I like about Milton is he is emotionally mature.
Yeah.
So it kind of works.
They balance each other.
I
Right.
hope so. Yeah. I think I just think it kind of works for them.
And you know what I noticed about Lydia? She's like, fiery, 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 fiery. I hate this. I hate this. She goes off and cries. And then she comes back and she goes, we're good, right, babe? Because I love you. And I was like, that's me. I love that about Lydia.
She does. She's like, why? And the next thing you know, she's just like, but I love you.
I mean, even when she went off on Uche, and Milton was like, "But you went back again." She was like, "I can't go back. I can't go back. You gonna judge me because I hate being judged." And in the end, they were like holding hands and rubbing each other, and I was like, "Oh my god, I'm rooting for you
But
two."
I was watching that, right? So, because I'm like, how is Milton going to handle this, right? But I think he was like texting her, like, how do you want to handle this? And she was reading the text. And so, he's like, well, we have somewhere to go. She looks at his phone and she says, okay, give me a minute. So I think Milton was texting like, what do you want to do with this?
Oh, that's a good because he was texting her
Because he's
for that
texting, she's
moment.
looking, and I
Yes,
think it was kind of like, that's why he's emotionally mature and intelligent, because he
responsible.
wasn't really
He
trying to
took
like
care of her.
just like
Had to grow up.
he doesn't have that machismo like get off my woman. He's just like, I think he just put it in a message like, what do you want to do? She looks at it and she says, give me a minute.
Mhm.
So I think they're more connected than we even knew.
Recognize. I have to tell you, I think Lydia is so lucky to have had this experience and came out with the best man.
With the best man. And the biggest deal is they're saying that, she chased Uche on the show. Uche chased her on the show. But my thoughts are, how could either one chase one another in the show? Because out of all the people that audition, who's to say you're gonna get selected?
Yeah, that
Unless they
unless the
purposely
producers knew,
Guess who
but
just texted me back?
what
M.
happened?
Yeah, he texted me back. Just
Oh,
Look at that smile on your
I
face.
know, right? I want to know what he has to say.
yeah. Should I look at it? I don't know. I feel like it's too soon.
Lydia's birthday is August 29th. Sorry, I just had to say she's a August.
Lydia, I knew it.
So she is in August.
I can call my signs out. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. You see all that hair she has on her head? She
Mm-hmm.
looks like a lion. Are you kidding me? I knew it.
Mm-hmm.
I knew it.
Answer the text.
Yeah, let's see
You gonna
what.
answer? Okay.
We want to support you.
Yeah.
Damn,
Well,
what
he
is.
says he's really looking for friendship right now, but
Okay.
he's single.
All right.
Yeah.
What did I want to know what Tracy's reading said when she said you were
I
meeting?
know, Tracy. I might need another reading eventually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah.
No, I'm totally down.
Maybe are you free today?
I am. I figured.
Okay.
Well. Wait a second. Today is Sundays with Ezra,
Yeah.
so he knows to call me anytime after 2. So if he calls me early, I'm free tonight.
Okay.
But I have so much cleaning to do. Like, I'm so lucky not to be working today. I was so happy. I've really neglected my home
Yeah.
from working, at home and then working at the hotel and all kinds of like different days, different hours. Like, it just got to the point where I was like, I can only do these amount of days. And so my car is not available to me. So she's kind of like pulled me off the books. Because for the first time, I'm looking at my house and I was like, when did this shelf get dirty? What happened?
Yeah. Yeah. I
So
feel you.
I got to do this cleaning. And then Ezra, I mean, if Ezra doesn't call me, which I pray that he does, right? Um, he just stays on the phone for hours. And then Magic Mermaid had well, I want him to stay on the phone for hours. I got to watch my words. And then Magic Mermaid had a movie that we could watch where the main character is named Ezra.
Oh,
Okay.
I
That's
like
See,
this
cute.
Ezra.
It's because it's Star Wars series. So I was going to ask him if he wanted to watch the series today, but we'll
How
see.
old is Ezra now?
Ezra's 9,
He's so
and
old.
Ezra just got some rhythm.
Thank you. It's okay. I just got some at 43. Do not tease.
We were afraid for the longest time. We were like, yeah, because he's highly intelligent. So intelligent people don't tend to have rhythm, you
Yeah.
know. And so we should have known that he's very smart. So he shares fourth and fifth grade, right? And he said, talk about loving nerds, right? He would say things, and we would be like, and it would be like above us, like above our heads. And we're like, what? And he's like one day we were looking up in the sky, right? And he goes, Dory, those are aliens. And I said, no, Ezra, no, that's a plane.
Hmm.
And then another one was a chemtrail. And so he goes, no, that's a plane, that's a chemtrail, that's an alien. And I was like, oh shit,
Hmm.
right? Like he just does. And I should have known that he would be heightened levels of intelligence. So, and even when I talk to him right now, like the conversations are like above me. I'm trying to keep up, but he has rhythm now, which is it's so sad when a black family all they want is your child to have rhythm. That's all they want.
You guys, you know.
That's all we pray for is rhythm.
I just found it at 43, but that's fine.
What were you doing before?
I still
You
have
just
lessons.
I
Like my family still give me lessons. Sometimes they're like, Yana, you're just a second off. And I'm like,
second off. A second off. Almost there.
it's so bad. Like I'm like, okay, just give me a minute. I got it.
I'll
You
get
know.
it. I'll get
You'll
it.
figure it
As
out.
you go home and practice in front of the mirror.
Like you should see me in here. Like, oh my God.
Oh my
I
God.
love that.
All right. I was gonna say one more thing, Lamar. You're looking for friends anyway. You've hibernated way too much, right?
Especially, I need a new friend now because I'm getting rid of that other friend. Yeah,
Yes, you have to. Right.
yeah,
So be friends, go out, be safe, you know.
I always love to have those type of friends. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I like sometimes it does turn into something else, but I love to be able to just go to the bar and have a drink. Like I love to
Yes,
be
with a
able to
safe
just
friend.
with a safe friend. I love to be able to like eat, go out. I'm like, we gotta eat. Let's go find somewhere to eat.
yeah,
Let's go have a
Be
good
like,
drink. Let's have some good
let's
food.
go to a restaurant. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
yeah,
Like I love that. So it's like you just have to get out of the house,
Yes.
yeah.
and really kind of like get used to going out again because it's really fun,
It
you
Yes.
is.
know.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
All
yeah,
right.
have fun.
Um,
Thank you, Rhonda. I
any
love you back.
final outcome because they are going to stay together. They are.
Yes.
Period.
I had the strength card. I had the angel of strength.
Okay. What
So
does that mean?
to me, it looked like to me like will they have the easiest relationship? No. I think that
Right.
there were a lot of things, I did get the devil in the past position, so I feel like there was a lot of strings, a lot of manipulation in their relationship. I think that they were kind of standing on a little bit of some trickery. They were the foundation was seven of swords, so I think that there was some trickery there, but I think what they end up getting is that family. I think they do end up getting like like a full circle moment, and I think that they're backed by strength. I think they're backed by like an angel, angel of strength behind them. I think that
I
that
love that.
Yeah, I think that is backing them 100%. Like some, I think even they're not really quite sure. Lydia is probably not quite sure, where this is going, what we're doing, like what's going on here. But I think they're on it for the ride, but they're backed by something bigger. That's what I saw.
Okay.
That makes
Uh,
sense.
oh no, that totally makes sense. And I got vulnerability and freedom, and it says angels are with you to boost your confidence because they can see how harsh some experiences that which some of the things is a little harsh. They want you to know that vulnerability gives you a chance to find a strength, going back to your angel of strength, that will bring you freedom. To move into freedom, your angel guide is encouraging you to take some time to connect the parts of yourself that you love and admire. Know that your sensitivity is not a curse, it's a gift. There's emotionally connected souls, and although recent waves of emotion may have overwhelmed them, these emotions are great reminders of how much they care about each other and how much living truthfully and in a positive way. So, take some time to value quirks and traits of each other and what makes you both unique, and that
Wow.
will allow the world to value you too.
Wow, that is so beautiful. Like I just love them.
Me too. I can't wait.
And that sounded just like them because they both have their,
Works.
yeah,
Yes.
and they're both into science.
Yes.
I
Oh,
think they're just not talked about enough. Like they definitely have a lot of things in common.
and the geology museum that they went to, I didn't know there was such a thing.
I love crystals. Did you see? Sorry, Lamar. Oh my God.
No, I got the crystals card for these for them.
What?
They
Yeah,
love
They
crystals.
love
that makes
crystals
sense.
intuitively. Because Lamar doesn't use that as a final outcome. All right.
Yeah, no, yeah. Something told me to use this deck. It says your connection to crystals and gemstones is a channel for healing energy. So I think that's healing for them in their relationship. They're like connection to crystals.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
They need to name their first child geology.
Mm-hmm. So they do connect over crystals and geology. He's like
Yes.
some type of engineer, and he's into like geodes. He's into crystals, okay?
Yes.
She
Yes.
is a geologist.
Yes.
So their
Agree in
final
that.
date was in a mineral museum, and these were the most beautiful crystals that you will
Ever.
ever see. Like I'm talking about big shiny
I
rocks.
mean, Kiana, I wanted my
yes.
house to look like that museum all of a sudden. I was like, I need to have like crystals where it's highlighted.
Yes. Oh, you could do that. You just need a shelf and a light. I mean, I'm still trying. You know, I have a lot of crystals around here, but
You
I am.
do. Your house is
I
beautiful.
I
need to
love
put them
it.
on shelves. I need
You
like they're just
do.
tucked away right now, but I need like
But
shelves.
you can put some freestanding shelves and put one of your crystals and put a light on it. Like, your house is beautiful and it's
Thank
so
Thank
cool.
you.
I feel like all the crystals are like friends.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you. Yeah, because they say you can't, they always say like you have to be careful of all the energies,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
collecting. So, and because I have so many, but I also have like a lot of like selenite too. So I always keep like
Uh, uh,
just and you know what
in
else too?
between a lot of stuff. Yeah, that's good.
Because I do have a lot of crystals, I try to like really sage and like do the singing bowl like a lot because of whatever energy I'm bringing in from work, from whatever, because they will break. They will break, and if a big one breaks, then
Yeah. I've had a big one break and I glued it back together again.
you did.
I'll show you.
Mm.
I heard you're
What?
supposed to throw it away when they break.
Uh-uh.
Not these big ones. Like you seen it? Like hell no. I have a big one that broke, and I just put one there and one in the other room. Like if it's a little one that breaks, I do want to give it back to the earth. But if it's a big
Mhm.
one, like we just gonna keep
So
working,
I do
honey.
feel like it needs to be glued again, right? But it's this beautiful one.
Wow, they said that took a hit for you. They say if it breaks, it takes a hit for you.
Yeah.
It broke traveling here,
Wow,
and I
that's
carried
big
it.
too.
I carried this in my suitcase, and
That's
it broke.
beautiful.
So it's actually in two parts.
Uh huh.
But I'll leave it for now. I mean, it's been okay. But you know what else I notice about this one? It constantly falls over. So it's trying to tell me something. I don't know what it
Yeah,
is, but it constantly
that's
falls.
like a. Is that a septarian?
It's not meant to fall over. It's not meant to fall over. I always find it sideways. I
That's
don't know
like
what
a.
what the problem is.
I think that's a. Wow, that's a septarian egg.
What does it mean, a septarian egg?
Let's see.
It's such a beauty too. I don't know if everybody can actually
It's
see.
really pretty.
It's
That's so gorgeous.
It looks like an egg,
It does.
like a dinosaur egg.
I was about to say that dinosaur egg.
So, Septarian dragon egg is a powerful grounding stone. It helps you awaken your relationship with Mother Earth by connecting you to her nurturing energy. So, a stone for inner awakening, allowing you to replace old habits that no longer serve you with new practices.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'm
Hmm.
working. I'm definitely since I've been in the Caribbean. I'm definitely working on my old habits that haven't been working for me well.
Well, it's
So,
all that feminine energy
oh, oh, you know how much I love feminine energy. So,
because you figure you move to like an island.
yeah, and
Well, it's an island with like the sand, ocean.
yes,
Ocean is ruled by the moon,
yes,
feminine energy.
yes, got it. I love that. I love
So
that.
Makes sense.
So
grounding,
it's still
the sand is grounding. So
yes.
you went from LA, which is probably a very if you I mean, I don't know, if I had to think about it, I would say LA is probably very masculine energy,
I would say so too.
right? Like if I
The
had to think
Caribbean.
about it.
Yeah. All right. I got to get up out of here, guys. I have a reading. I love you guys.
All right. Thanks for having
Love
me
you.
on.
Thank
It was
you.
really fun to join you guys. Lamar, I'm glad you're okay.
Thank you. Me too.
Me too, Lamar. I am so happy that you tapped in.
Yep.
So you have to thank yourself because you tapped in.
Yep.
You understand?
Yeah.
Amen.
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 Amen. All right.
All right.
I love
I'm
you
gonna go
guys.
eat some food. I love y'all.
All
Okay.
right.
Bye.
Love
Thank
you
you,
all.
Kiana. Say thank you, everybody. Thank
Thank
you,
you for
Kiana.
having
Thank
me.
you,
That was so
everyone.
fun.
It was so
Tune
much
in.
fun.
Tune in
Bye.
to Love is Blind. Bye.
Yes.
Yes. Tonight at 8 p.m. probably.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.
Gals and guys, go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live.
Good afternoon. This is Tracy. How are you? Hold on a second. I'm trying to cut a feed, but it's not working. Oh my God, this is bullshit. Hold on. I'm trying to cut something and it's not working. Damn it. Let me see something.